Everyone. Today we're gonna be exploring different parts of the world just for fun. If I can just collapse this for a bit. Show maps. Okay, whatever. So yeah, we're gonna be looking at the map today, and yeah, so this is where I am right now, and so of course we have UAE and the GCC over here. We have Africa, we have Europe right here, we have the Southeast Asian countries over here, and then we have Australia over here, we have New Zealand, we have South America right here. So obviously towards the south side of the of Aussie you have South America, right? And then towards the north of Mexico you have north of Mexico we have USA, north of USA you have Canada, and you have Greenland over here. These are forgotten countries for the most part. We have the European Union, where we have UK, Norway, Sweden, the Nordic countries over here. These two are connected. And we have France over here. Africa, so trade route, I'm assuming goes from... I'm making this stream for fun, by the way. This is just like a thought process, I would say. So I'm assuming that goods probably go from Africa and then they distribute across. So let's just study this map a little bit. So if I take one big screenshot, I can probably visualize this better. All right, there we go. So this is obviously USA right here. This is USA, yeah. So let's say, for example, let me just get out of here for now. So you have the United States over here, so let's say USA, and then we have the rest of the world, right? So what we're gonna do is we're going to... Oh, I can't zoom out of this for some reason. Alright, so we have Africa over here, right? And what I'm planning on doing here is obviously so Africa has a lot of different goods you can export to, you know, the Middle East, right? And then we also have that same trade route which could be associated with Europe right here, right? Including Turkey. Turkey is part of Gulf, but we'll consider that as part of Europe and Middle East, right? So goods come from all across. So I would say all these countries also trade goods with the GCC, which is Gulf countries, and it also trades with routes going towards the Europe, right? So I'm assuming, okay, so that means most of these items are probably going from GCC. So if we're exporting stuff from here, that's probably going from GCC towards Europe, right? Because I don't think people are exporting much goods to Africa, so let's just ignore it for now. So we have South America over here. So we have South Africa, and then right and left to it we have South America, which has Peru and all these countries like Brazil, for example. So north of that we have Mexico. So north of Mexico we have USA. So like right here is Mexico, and this is USA, and then right above that we have Ontario, which is part of Canada, right? So it's a CA. Alright, so this is basically the map. We have Russia, which is kind of forgotten from the rest of the world, but okay, so we have to the left, okay, so to the north of Myanmar and whatever this country is, we have China and South Korea, Japan. So if you're going to Japan, I'm assuming the trade route is probably from here to the east side of Sri Lanka to Malaysia or Singapore. And then we go towards Japan, probably to Philippines, and then from there to Japan. This is actually pretty interesting to look at the map, because like if you really think about it, there's a lot of trade that happens across the world. So when it comes to like global trade, like there's a lot of... So the east of Sri Lanka is essentially trade routes towards China, Thailand, and all that. And then the left side points towards Africa, and then the northwest points towards the Middle East, The north points towards India, obviously, and then the south points towards nowhere, right? The south literally points towards nowhere, but I would say it points kind of towards Aussie, but it's very distant. So I would say it would probably reach whatever this place is. I think it's Malaysia, and then to Australia from there. So yeah, this is basically how trade works, I guess. And you see over here, like this is South America right here. So this is Cuba is all part of